Hiya folks, and welcome back for more Let's Play 3 Cards to Midnight. If you recall, in Chapter 1, Jess Silloway finds herself sitting across the table from a total stranger with no memory of how she got there. What is happening? And who is this man telling Jess there are many things she doesn't remember? With this tarot reader's help, Jess unlocks a memory she had somehow forgotten. She is on her father's boat in the Florida Keys, reading a disturbing message from her mother that asked her to stay on the boat and not try to find or contact them. Jess goes on to unlock more memories. Some are from years ago, but most are only a few days or weeks old, starting the night before Jess's 30th birthday. Jess realizes she flew to Florida on her birthday, expecting to meet her parents. After finding the message and getting no answer when she tries to call them, Jess ignores her mother's request and goes to her parents' house in upstate New York. There, Jess finds a warning to her parents from someone named Gira, telling them to flee. She also finds a business card belonging to a PI named Merriman, but when Jess calls, Merriman claims not to even know her parents or how his card ended up in their house. Back in Jess's apartment in Boston, her landlady reports that a man has come by looking for Jess. Who was it? And why did he leave Mrs. Trimbley with such a horrible feeling? Jess's final memory is of uncovering a devastating secret her parents have kept from her entire life. They are not her real parents. Jess's real father is a man named Devin Tellis. Why didn't the Silloways tell Jess the truth? What else are they hiding from her? And is this new revelation somehow connected to their disappearance? These answers and more coming up about now. So let's get started with Chapter 2 with that recap out of the way.
To this point, we know you were supposed to meet your parents on your father's boat. Then they sent a message telling you to stay there and wait for them. Apparently you didn't.
Waiting's never been my strong suit. I must have gone to their house and saw that they'd left. And at some point, I got into their safe, and that's where I found out
that they weren't your birth parents, which was devastating for you. Are you ready to continue?
Not until you tell me why I'm here. Wherever here is.
My responsibility is to help you remember. That's it.
So why tarot cards? I mean, what kind of doctor uses tarot cards to treat amnesia?
They're just a tool, like ink blots or word association. What's important is that it's helping you to remember. The tarot doesn't work by coincidence. It all stems from a person's energy. The cards reflect your hopes and fears. For you, they represent your memories. And if you're ready, we need to take a look at 3 more.
Okay, first, before we actually dig into this, I know I said I was going to do these cards from left to right. Well, Chapter 2, this card does not have a puzzle inside of it. You've got to finish all the rest of them before you can do the puzzle you uncover in this, in the Knight of Wands. So we will do it last, because otherwise that's going to be like a 4 or 5 minute video, while these other 2 will be 13, 14 each. So let's balance it out just a little bit. Of course, we will still start with the leftmost one, the Emperor. The Emperor represents structure, order, and regulation. In chaotic situations, he can indicate the desire for control, the need to tie up loose ends. Legal matters, discipline, and regulation are in the Emperor's realm. He can also stand for an individual father, a father figure, guide, or protector.
Describe what you're seeing.
It's my father's boat.
Why is the boat important to you?
We used to come here when I was little.
Who's we?
Me, my mom, and Dad.
Is this memory from your childhood?
No, it's from now.
What do you think of seeing this place?
Boat, sea, glass.
All right, let's look around and try to find out what happened here.
Okay, so you heard her say boat, sea, glass, but the order of these leads me to think we need to go sea first. So, words that relate to sea. Well, let's see, seasick. That's a popular one. Hey, it's a biscuit. Sea biscuit was a horse. Of course, everyone has heard of a sea snake, right? Well, how about here's some coral. We get a coral sea. Here's a weed for some seaweed. A dog, sea dog. A seaboard. And which one was the last one? Sea legs, right here.
The first time we went to the Florida Keys, I was 7 or 8. Dad wanted us to keep it a secret.
This is nice, isn't it?
Yep.
I want this to always be our special place. Promise me you'll keep it special and never tell anyone about it.
Dad, I already said I wouldn't.
Jess, honey, come put some sunscreen on.
Oh, you heard the boss.
So even as a young girl, he was setting her up to have a very special spot, huh? That's kind of interesting, in some regards. So, let's continue with boat here. And, well, we have boat clubs. We got a puzzle here. We will take care of that puzzle, you know, not too much longer. I have a boat hook. A whistle. Yeah, boat whistle. There we go. See, yardstick, boat yard. You've earned another hint we won't use. I've heard of ice boats before. And that looks like a nice drawing of a river for a riverboat. And I see this little outboard motor here. Motorboat.
Honestly, I didn't even know my dad still had the boat. I haven't been down there in, I don't know, 10 years at least.
You know, I'd really like to be with you on your birthday, especially the big 3-0.
Yeah, I think they want it to be just the 3 of us. It was kind of our special place.
All right, I'll try not to take it personally. Maybe we could celebrate your birthday at midnight. How early do you have to get up?
Early. My mom booked the ticket.
So I guess that's enough.
Sorry. I'm just not... To my last day of youth.
So, she went down there and couldn't bring her boyfriend along. Oh well. Let's see what we got for glass, shall we? Here's a beer glass and an hourglass. And hey look, spyglass. This is a shark's jaw, so, well, a glass jaw. And a sunglass.
Something changed after that night alone on the boat. I started hearing a voice. It was saying something I couldn't understand.
Sitara? Interesting. Oh, the only thing left for us is this puzzle.
I don't know why I'm remembering this. One of the first times we were on the boat, I was maybe 6 years old, I found a bunch of papers my dad had shredded. I loved puzzles, so I tried to put this newspaper article back together.
So, we have a new puzzle. Click and drag the pieces to move them. The pieces do not rotate. The shredded newspaper article can be reassembled anywhere as long as no pieces are touching the frame. The pieces do not have to be perfectly aligned. When they are close enough together, the completed article will automatically appear. So, this should look familiar for Tex Murphy fans. This kind of, you know, shredded paper we have to put together. I believe there were a couple scattered throughout the Pandora Directive and under a killing moon. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? This is going to be our far left. And yeah, I believe, yeah, that should be piece. No, that's not piece 2. This is piece 2. What was I thinking? Can I do them all perfectly? Probably not. No, this is piece 3, I do believe. Sure looks like it. Okay. And now let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here's the 4th. I know it doesn't matter much, but I would like to get these as close as I can to perfect. Here's the next piece. If you're wondering what I'm going by, the top of it says Essex Daily Register. And Daily. Register. And move this even further. Yeah. And let's see. There we go. It's a little cramped, isn't it? It just doesn't look right. Weird. Well, that looks kind of funky. Oh well. And Thursday. Thursday. Come on. Line up, thank you. Day. August. Get over there. August 17th. 1978.
From this article, it sounds like my parents pulled a disappearing act at least once before. August 17th, 1978. I would have been a few weeks old and living with Ben and Lila, but no mention of them having just adopted a baby.
From the Essex Daily Register, Thursday, August 17th, 1978, on page 6D. Longtime selectman, attorney to retire. A dinner was held Tuesday night to honor Benjamin R. Silloway for his years of service to the Essex town community. Mr. Silloway is serving his 3rd term on the Board of Selectmen after running unopposed last year. He could keep his position for life if he wanted to, and I wish he would, said retired Mayor Vernon Howard, speaking at the dinner. Law firm founder. Mr. Silloway, who graduated from Harvard Law School in 1962 and began his career with the Boston District Attorney's Office, opened his own firm in Essex in 1966. As a defense attorney, he was involved in a number of high-profile trials over the years, including the recent Telus tragedy, California bound. In addition to leaving the Board of Selectmen with 2 years left in his term, Mr. Silloway is retiring from his law practice and turning it over to the 4 remaining partners. Mr. Silloway and his wife, Lila, did not reveal any specifics about their plans for retirement, only that they would travel for a while and then look for a place to settle down in Northern California. So, that takes care of the Emperor.